pair of true wireless earbuds that are designed to integrate into your life by looking like nothing at all.
Nothing at all! Stupid sexy
Earbuds.
Well, after a whole lot of hype, I finally have my hands on the Nothing Ear One earbuds. So I've got one question. Do they live up to that hype? Let's find out. In the box, you've got the transparent buds in the transparent case, 2 pairs of ear tips, small and large, a quick start guide, and a small USB-A to USB-C charging cable, which is itself transparent. They cost £99 in the UK or $99 in the US, and they're available via a limited drop first on the 31st of July over on nothing.tech, and open sales begin on the 17th of August. So let's get everything packed up and let's talk about design here, because out of everything, it's going to be the thing that kicks up the most fuss. In a sea of different coloured pebbles with different buds inside, these are quite striking. As a fidgety person, I absolutely love the dint on the lid. It's already started draining hours of my life without feeling embarrassed by pulling out a fidget spinner and immediately transporting myself back to 2015. And now, the earbuds themselves. Most of the electronics here are on full display. Left and right buds are indicated by white and red dots, and that dot matrix branding is emblazoned on the stems, which are used for touch controls. And to me, someone who's fascinated at looking at engines running in cars, I really like the look of these. So that's it, right? Well, I was ready to sign this bit off by saying that these looked really good, but then I took them to the rest of the team, and well, I can only describe the opinions on these as divisive. So guys, the Nothing Ear One, what do you all think?
I actually like the design. As someone that is a headphone and an earphone junkie, it doesn't look like anything else on the market, and that's what I think I really like about it the best. And it kind of reminds me of Portal. It kind of reminds me of either GLaDOS or the drones that she had, so that kind of speaks to me. So I'm actually with this half opaque, half transparent design. It's very futuristic and it just speaks to me.
It would highly depend on me personally how the material felt, because if it feels like cheap plastic, then all I'm gonna think of it as cheap plastic.
Talking to the cheapness of it, I know that my partner was thinking of like the transparentness is quite cheap and tacky, and I know that Kimberly, you agree some part to that as well.
I feel that it looks a little too naked for me. You know, it needs to be a little clothed. I don't like to see what's going on inside of my headphones. I like everything to just not feel too raw. And if I'm gonna spend $100 on a pair of headphones, I want other people to also feel like I spent $100 on those pair of headphones. So that's my take on that.
I don't really love the look of the transparent over the opaque, because it just looks like they put their earbuds into a clear plastic case. What's a little bit disappointing is that I actually love the concepts that came out before. The one that looks suspiciously, we'll say, like a pipe. It has more transparency and it's more symmetrical. It looks all right. I actually like the notch remade to Portal. I think that's a really... that seeing it in that way, I can appreciate a little bit more.
If they're glossing over the design and trying to like cut down the price, but still delivering ANC and all these like cool features that the AirPods can, then I say go for it. But also, maybe I should care about what is in my ears, because my ears are really small. So maybe I should start to care about the design more often.
Kind of a 90s nostalgia play to me. I mean, it reminds me of all the old, transparent Game Boys and whatnot. The case gives it a little more interest to me. The case kind of looks like the ROG Phone 5. It's got that little dimpled pattern and stuff. I like some of that.
I mean, even Carl Pei himself said that it's very easy to create something that looks cheap when it's transparent. And the design choices made here and the use of transparency has really split the staff, and it's probably going to split a lot of people. You either love the look or you hate it. It's kind of like Marmite, so it's very much up to you. Do you like this transparent design? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Although one thing I'd personally love to see is for the whole thing to be transparent. I'd love to see the driver inside here at work too. And speaking of, let me tell you all about the tech inside these. The Ear Ones start strong with a pretty sizable 11.6mm driver in here, alongside 3 high-definition mics for calls and noise cancellation, and Bluetooth 5.2. That's a pretty stacked spec list. In particular, the driver size, which is bigger than Apple's AirPods Pro, and even bigger still than the drives in some of the most expensive earbuds that we've tested, the Master and Dynamic NW08s. And I tell you what, as far as sound quality, noise cancellation, and calls go, these are better than the AirPods Pro. That's pretty big words given how highly we rated Apple's earbuds. Teenage Engineering has done some masterful work tuning the drivers in here to deliver a sound that gives that lovely level of warmth that you look for from buds without sacrificing any of the detail in the highs or the mids to get there. I mean, in the test track that I use, which is A Day in the Life by the Beatles, there is a thunderous cacophony orchestral uprising section. I could hear each individual instrument on these things, which is bonkers for a pair of earbuds that cost just under 100 quid, and all of this remains pretty undisturbed by the noise cancellation in here, which comes with extremely minimal hiss. Call quality is pretty damn impressive too, as you've got the microphones and algorithm working together to eliminate the background noise while bringing your voice to the forefront. And alongside this, the app is really easy to use. All your customizable features are on there, including the touch controls, which are lovely and responsive on here. As for battery life, it's pretty average. I was hitting Nothing's promised figure of 4 hours with ANC turned on. It's not great, but it's fine. And as for the sound profiles, you don't get a customizable EQ like you do in a lot of earbuds apps now, but the sound that you get from these more than makes up for that. And that should have been it, my fellow nerds, but unfortunately we hit a bit of a snag while testing these. You see, these are the second model that I've been sent because these broke on us. All was well in the performance department until a few days ago when I was listening to a, let's say, particularly raunchy song from Mark Rebelay, and out of nowhere there was this pop in the left earbud, and now whenever noise cancelling is turned on, there's just a really loud, low hiss that I can't get rid of. Think of like when you're at the beach and you put a seashell up to your ear and you're like, oh, I can hear the waves. That's what these now sound like. So I've put the problem to nothing, and obviously they sent me a replacement pair, and I've not had that problem yet. But I've asked them for a response on this, and if they're able to do so before this video goes live, I will cut to a future version of myself right now telling you what they said.
Future Jason here to tell you that Nothing issued a firmware update that has fixed the earbuds. Not only that, but the update seems to have improved the auto pause function when you take an earbud out. It's a lot faster. So there's nothing wrong with the hardware. It was just the software, which has been fixed promptly by Nothing. Not only that, but this was a chance for me to show you what the microphones on the Nothing Ear 1 sound like.
So where does that leave the Nothing Ear 1s? Do they live up to the hype, and are they worth buying? You see, on paper, the answer would just be a straightforward yes. They sound better, take calls better, have better touch controls, have better noise cancellation than earbuds more than twice the price of these. But as you could evidently see from me talking to the rest of the team, this aesthetic is going to split people from it looking unique and cool to those who think it looks cheap and tacky. So sure, they may not 100% live up to the hype built around them. For better and for worse, the Nothing Ear 1s are unmistakably a first-gen product. There are some killer features in here, and I am so excited to get my hands on the Nothing Ear 2s. They will be the must-buy buds if the team are willing to take another crack at this formula. And that is everything I've got to say on this. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Are you excited to buy a pair of Nothing Ear 1s? Go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'll reply to as many people as I can. And of course, like if you've enjoyed the video, subs if you loved it, because all of that good stuff really helps the channel. I've been the awfully English Jason England, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.